as a blogger specializing in revenge. I heard people say that the highest form of revenge is not letting your enemy die, but make the enemy's life worse than death. What kind of revenge is the ultimate pain? I want revenge in today's video. No one can bear it. Next, in-depth explanation. This film makes people unable to calm down for a long time after watching it, and is known as the most sadistic film in Korean film history. The most desperate revenge work. Unforgivable. A female corpse with a strange posture appeared on the bank of Jinjiang River in South Korea. Why do you say weird? Because this female corpse had her head and limbs brutally chopped off, but the murderer is like a puzzle. These stump limbs were sewn back together. The strange thing is, only the right arm is missing. The police quickly intervened. The body was handed over to South Korea's top forensic doctor Kang Myung-ho. He is calm, professional, and well-known. However, faced with this strange female corpse missing her right arm, with 30 years of experience in anatomy, he couldn't help but lament the murderer's cruelty. Why are corpses sewn back together after being cut apart? Why is my right arm missing? In order to solve the mystery of the corpse as soon as possible, Ming-hao quickly brought the body back to the autopsy room. The police soon discovered the identity of the deceased. It's a bar girl named Woo Enya. I want so much wood. No containment virus is toxic. We are not afraid of being photographed.
적당히 나 있는 채모. 이렇게 움푹 파인 뱉고 썩어 없어진다고 생각하니.
What is he doing after checking? Although this corpse is very perfect in Jang Ming-hao's eyes, but he always thinks, once a person becomes a corpse, no longer human, but evidence. For him, it's just a job. Corpses are just silent witnesses, waiting for him to use the scalpel to read the truth. Jang Ming-hao professionally cut open the perfect corpse in front of him in a Y shape. Remove each organ one by one. Weighing check. With his miraculous forensic skills, Jang Ming-hao found that the deceased had been hit on the head with a blunt instrument. Remaining seawater in the body indicates the murderer probably completed the dismemberment at the beach. The body parts were then dumped on the bank of Jinjiang River. Even more puzzling is dead man's nostrils. Mortar and gravel were detected in the mouth and ear canal. This type of material is usually found in concrete plants. Police officer Ruing immediately thought of, there happened to be a concrete factory near the dumping point. The police are divided into two groups, exploring a concrete plant all the way. Investigate the acquaintances of the deceased along the way. A large-scale search quickly yielded results. The missing right arm of the deceased. It was abandoned on the gravel pile of the concrete factory. At the same time, the deceased's ex-boyfriend was summoned to the case. This person was addicted to gambling and had a bad relationship with the deceased. Very suspicious. However, the trial failed to find any incriminating evidence. Can only be released temporarily. Ruing, the police officer in charge of the case, doesn't like to sleep at night, volunteered to work overtime, and came to Jang Min-hao's home to ask for advice. He saw Jang Min-ho's pet dog and pictures of his beloved daughter all over the wall. Jang Ming-hao told him happily, "My daughter has been studying in the United States for many years, finally coming back tomorrow." After greetings, Ruing asked a question. Why did the murderer bury his right arm alone in the concrete factory? Jang Ming-hao analysis. The murderer killed someone in the factory, dismembered at the beach, run another 15 kilometers, dumped the body at Jinjiang port. Finally, he hid his arm in a concrete factory. These three locations must have some common meaning, talking about some procedures.
무언가를 사람들한테 알리고 싶었던 것 같아. 이 세 장소에는 공통점이 있을 거야.
공통점이요?
범인이 말하고 싶은 의미.
After hearing this, Ruing hurried back, volunteered to work overtime overnight to check information on the cement factory and Jinjiang. An environmental group called I Love Venus surfaced. Its leader, Li Shenghao, has been protesting at the entrance of the concrete factory all year round. Also published a book, comparing Jinjiang to a goddess, Venus, accusation of dams built by concrete plants, like a sharp blade that cuts off the body of a goddess. In the book, he openly declares that he will implement the plan, give justice to the goddess. The most important thing is, Li Shenghao suffered from polio since childhood. disabled legs, must walk with crutches. This is completely consistent with the deep and shallow footprints at the crime scene. Police leaders listened to Ruing's analysis, immediately ordered the arrest. But no one expected. Ruing just met Li Shenghao. The other party confessed directly. He's pulling up. Instant noodles. Isn't this why the police were dumbfounded? Ruing immediately called Zhang Minghao and told him. On the other end of the phone, Zhang Minghao heard the words Li Shenghao. The whole person froze instantly. Today is the day when my daughter returns to China. She waited at the airport for a long time, but no one was seen. Suddenly someone handed him a package, said it was commissioned by Li Shenghao. Open it and take a look. Inside was a photo of his daughter being kidnapped.
강혜원 씨 지난주에 입국했는데요.
Zhang Minhao drove back to the police station like crazy. Meet Li Shenghao. The other party confesses directly. His daughter is in his hands. As long as Zhang Minghao can help him escape the crime, he let his daughter go. Here, Grandpa, that's Chai Millen's liquor. Maybe this has happened before, but you are his. That's for you. On one side is the justice of the law. On one side is the life of one's own flesh and blood. Zhang Minghao hardly hesitated, chose the latter. The police soon found the chainsaw used to dismember the body. To save my daughter, Zhang Minho returned home and scratched himself in pain. My dog took some blood. He sent away the identification department personnel and sneaked into the laboratory, washed the blood of the deceased from the chainsaw, then applied dog blood. Then he hurriedly found Li Shenghao, questioning the whereabouts of the murder weapon, and asked to speak to her daughter to confirm her life or death. Li Shenghao let him hear his daughter's voice, but refused to reveal the location of the murder weapon. Just let Zhang Minghao check it out by himself. After Zhang Minghao left the detention center, searched Li Shenghao's residence non-stop, although no murder weapon was found, but found a photo of a man and Li Shenghao. It's the stranger who delivered the package at the airport. Zhang Minghao used his identity as a forensic doctor to go to the household registration office. I found out that this person's name is Park Ping-hee, an orphan adopted by Li Shenghao's father, and she is in a relationship with Li Shenghao's sister. Zhang Minghao immediately found Park Ping-shee's home. Saw an amazing scene there, a room filled with photos of him and his daughter. It's all the result of long-term candid photography. In the center of the photo wall is a yellowed newspaper headline. A high school girl was brutally assaulted by 3 people, died in disgrace. The 3 murderers were acquitted. Zhang Minghao understood something instantly. How Ping-shee suddenly returned. After discovering Zhang Minghao, he ran away. Zhang Minghao chased all the way. Instead, he was beaten violently by the other party. Park Ping-hee warned him. Guaguai helped Li Shenghao escape the crime. Otherwise, it will be rejected. Police found suspected murder weapon at Li Shenghao's home, but the blood type and size don't match. Doctor, I gave it before. I can buy more. Then take care of it. You are on an atom. I bought one. The case is deadlocked. Ruing wants to see the autopsy report, but because he couldn't contact Zhang Minghao, visit his home again. Found the scratched puppy. It also reminds me of the animal blood detected on the chainsaw. I suddenly suspected that his poverty was stuck. I've never heard that it's really that difficult sometimes.
강마 가지고 부검실에 갔었던 거. 전에.
The more Ruing checked, the more frightened she became. When he came to Zhang Minghao's office, I even discovered what my senior had hidden, a photo of Li Seung-ho and Park Pyong-hee. His intuition told him that these 3 people must be hiding some secrets. At the same time, Zhang Minghao returns to the detention center, inform Li Shenghao that the police have found the murder weapon, expressed that one is powerless. Li Shenghao calmly tapped his cane, implying that this is the real murder weapon. He left a meaningful word. Let Zhang Minghao do what he is best at. Get him off the hook as soon as possible. Zhang Minghao just walked out of the detention center. He was stopped by Ruing, who had been waiting for a long time. Zhang Minhao has no time to deal with. Want to leave directly? Seeing that senior has been so suspicious recently, the autopsy report has yet to be released. Ruing reluctantly took out the handcuffs, arrested him for obstructing police investigation. Only then did Zhang Minghao tell the truth about his daughter's kidnapping. Ruing is where she is. Finally choose to believe in seniors. Let him leave Ruing and return to the police station. Start investigating Zhang Minghao's past. An old case that had been gathering dust for many years was unearthed. Li Shenghao's sister was raped in turn by 3 wealthy men. Unbearable to be humiliated, give up life. 3 demons were acquitted in court due to lack of evidence. The forensic doctor who provided key testimony was Zhang Minhao. Ruing immediately went to see Li Shenghao, defending Kang Minho. The damage my sister suffered was caused by those 3 demons. You shouldn't take revenge on Zhang Minghao's daughter.
부검을 통해 나온 사실만 얘기한 것뿐이야.
Dreams don't exist. Li Shenghao smiled contemptuously, saying that what Ruing discovered is not the whole truth. Then he voluntarily handed over the murder weapon and crutches. It's a prize for him to discover part of the truth. Zhang Minghao is trying to help Li Shenghao get away with it. Found the deceased Wu Enya's sister in the bar. She paid for the information. Learned that Wu Enya had an ex-boyfriend with whom she was not in a relationship. Zhang Minghao paid that sister again to use a beauty trick. Successfully obtained ex-boyfriend's body fluids and fingerprints. She returns to the morgue. Cut Wu Enya's body open again. Apply body fluids and paste fingerprints. Forged evidence that the ex-boyfriend had a relationship with the deceased. 7 o'clock the next morning, Li Shenghao in the detention center suddenly retracted his confession. Claims he is not the murderer. When I confessed before, I was just afraid that the police would force me to confess. Although the crutch is a murder weapon. But he is not the only person in the world who uses crutches. Others may also use his crutches to commit murder.
제 발자국 찾지 않았나요?
사체 발견 장소는 네가 살았던 동네에서 1km도 안 떨어져 있어. 네가 거기에 갈 수 있는 확률은 충분히 있어. 결정적인 증거가 못 되지.
Under the guidance of Zhang Minghao, all evidence chains were overturned in an instant. Especially the autopsy report just submitted by Zhang Minghao showed that the body fluids and fingerprints of the ex-boyfriend were found in the deceased's body. The police had no choice but to release Li Shenghao. Instead, he arrested Wu Enya's ex-boyfriend. Ruing is still digging into old cases from back then. Finally figured out the whole story. The case of Li Shenghao's sister back then. Zhang Minho serves as the forensic doctor responsible for the autopsy. To raise money for surgery for my daughter who has a heart disease. Accepted bribes from the families of 3 murderers. Committed perjury in the autopsy report. Well, you are nervous.
상태는 정상적인 성적 반응을 한 것으로 보입니다. 그럼 강간보다는
I feel like that's wrong. And the seemingly innocent bar girl Wu Enya, it was in court that year. Witness who identified Li Shenghao's sister as a voluntary prostitute. Making trouble with you? Hey, where did you put my affairs? Ha ha ha. Dear relatives, all. The tragic death of my sister and the tarnishment of my reputation. As a result, Li Shenghao's father passed away with regret. An originally happy family. Because Zhang Minghao and Wu Wenya's perjury fell apart. Young and disabled Li Shenghao survived in the quagmire of hatred. There is only one purpose left for the rest of my life. That is revenge. Ruing also discovered those 3 rich kids who did evil back then. He died accidentally in the following days. Now Wu Enya is dead. The only remaining target is Zhang Minghao. Li Seung-ho, who only relies on his disability. It's hard to kidnap Kang Min-ho's daughter. Seo Young starts investigating Park Pyong-hee, who was photographed with Lee Seung-ho. He quickly found out where the other party lived. I also found a wall full of photos here, and met Park Ping-shi at the critical moment when he was almost strangled to death by the opponent. Touched the dropped pistol, killed Park Pyong-hee. On the other side, Zhang Minghao found Li Shenghao, who was acquitted. Pray for him to fulfill his promise. Let my daughter go. Can my dad tell me who it is? But right. They still don't believe it. How do you say? Rubbish talks. Li Seung-ho's arrest and confession. Forcing Zhang Minghao to give false testimony. It's all in his plan. Not only does he want everyone who killed his sister to die, even more so, the forensic doctor who ruined my sister's innocence experience firsthand what it means to kill one's heart. Brother Nanu.
정말 그 새끼들하고 즐기고 있었다고 생각해?
Just do it and don't talk about it. I won't talk about you. Li Shenghao's anger persists, still refuses to disclose daughter's whereabouts. Zhang Minghao is eager to save his daughter. Beat him up! The disabled Li Shenghao is no match for Zhang Minghao. Just when Li Shenghao was about to be beaten to death, he finally revealed the place where he was imprisoned, Park Pingshi's house. Zhang Minghao stumbled over and rushed over. Here he met Ruing. But you said everything is fine.
이성호 일부러 잡힌 거였어요.
됐다 여기서!
들어가지 마세요, 교수님.
나빴다.
As soon as he entered the door, Zhang Minghao saw what was behind the curtain. A huge bathtub. The bathtub is covered with bright red rose petals. The fragrance of flowers fills the air. His daughter is lying quietly inside at the moment. He holds his breath, looking at my daughter's pale and quiet face. This moment, Zhang Minghao's world collapsed. It's impossible for them all to die for me. But when he wanted to pick up his daughter's body, her hands were lost among the petals. With a gray fart by our I wanna be not shared to without you. At this moment, a bolt of lightning split open Zhang Minghao's chaotic brain. He thought of the sewn female corpse, the corpse he had dissected countless times, the organ he measured with his own hands, the knife marks left by his own hands, the corpse he called the perfect body, the one he desecrated on the autopsy table, a body injected with another person's bodily fluids. No one else. It's his daughter's torso. Li Shenghao had no intention of letting Zhang Minghao rescue his daughter. My daughter was already dead from the beginning. He put Zhang Minghao's daughter and the bar girl, dismembered separately with Wu Enya, then swapped the torsos and heads of the two people. That is to say, the body of Wu Enya, who was regarded as the deceased in the case. In fact, it was his head. The limbs are spliced together with the torso of Zhang Minghao's daughter. Zhang Minghao dissected from the beginning. It's the daughter he longs to save. In order to save his daughter, to forge evidence, to desecrate a corpse, to violate one's conscience. But everything he did, it's all retribution on my daughter. At this moment, Li Shenghao interpreted the word cruelty to the extreme. It's not just physical disgust, it's absolute spiritual despair. All Zhang Minghao's efforts, all the struggles, it all turned into a huge joke. Li Shenghao looked at him. It's like looking at a piece of art carefully carved by yourself. Quick notification, I want what to care.
기억 속 고통에서 평생을 살 거예요. 박사님은 아마 그 기억 속 고통에서 평생을 살 거예요.
No yelling, no swearing. Zhang Minghao's eyes were empty. He suddenly grabbed Ruing's gun, aimed at Li Shenghao. Oh, the this. Li Shenghao fell down at the sound. There seems to be a relieved smile hanging on the corner of the mouth. Immediately afterwards, Zhang Minghao turned the gun, aiming at his temples. As Zhang Minghao slowly fell to the ground, there is no winner between him and Li Shenghao. All hatred turned to dust in the sound of gunfire. As the title says, once some mistakes are made, there is no room to look back. Just like Zhang Minghao, why should your love be based on the blood and tears of others? When he made an unfair judgment on Li Seung-ho's sister's body, his hands were already covered in blood. Therefore, when Li Shenghao used the same or even more cruel method, let Zhang Minghao use the name of father's love. When he pushed his daughter into the abyss with his own hands, this sense of fate in the cycle of cause and effect is suffocating. What is harder than death is forgiveness. What is more difficult than forgiveness is self-redemption.